Okay, so today is the second session, and today's session we are going to talk about creation. What is because before we start telling the mantras, we should understand how why we should tell mantras. Which deities we should tell mantras. Okay, so how the deities are placed in our chakras, how it was all created, little bit of theory you need to see, and then we will start moving into chakra by chakra of all the deities. Okay, so let me just open up a shot or a picture. Just want to open a subtle system chart. Sorry, I'm just opening it up. Okay. All these photos are not that very great. So sorry guys, just hold on please. Oh, I'm not getting a proper Oh, I'm so sorry. Just hold on, guys. Okay, I got one Solar system. Let me open it up. Okay, finally. All right, let me. Okay, so today we will see a little bit of theory about. Okay, I hope you can see the screen now. Okay, so so Shri Mataji has explained in one of the talks, which I will be sharing to you after this session. Okay, it's about creation. You know how the creation work happened, how everything was created from beginning, how the chakras were created at the universal level, at a very big level. And the same is reflected within us as human beings also. The same chakras which are in the universe is also created within us as a reflection. Okay. So what Shrimataji explains is in the beginning, there was God in a very inactive state. It was called as Parabrahma. It was in a sleeping state. It was not in a active state. Okay, there was nothing in the beginning. It was like shunya. There was zero, nothing at all. So this power was there, existing. It was never created nor destroyed. It was always there. Sri Mataji calls it as Parabrahma. So this Parabrahma, when it wanted, suddenly it got a desire to create. Okay, when it got a desire to create, this Parabrahma split into two. So the desire power came out of the Parabrahma. So one became Shakti. Shakti means the power, and the other became Sadashiva. So there were two entities which split into existence. So that is what they scientifically also call as, the universe was created as a Big Bang. Okay. So one first God wanted, or God got a desire to create the universe. So his desire power was Shakti. So it split and became Sadashiva and Adi Shakti. So Shrimataji even talks that the Shakti is the desire power of God. When he wanted to create something, he got a desire, and that power split and came out of Shakti. So that is the feminine power. And the Sadashiva is the masculine power. Sri Mataji even talks that human beings put God to, human level, that they see an interaction between Shiva and Shakti in a physical level. It is not so. They are at a very spiritual level. The physical interaction is only for the body, for human level. But at spiritual level, there is no interaction in a very filthy way. It is not there. So Mataji explains that Shakti is the power of God, of Sadashiva. Like the sun has a power, sunlight comes from the sun. So the light is the power of the sun, and the sun is an entity. So these two are inseparable. The sun cannot have a meaning without the sunlight, and the sunlight cannot exist without the sun. Sun is the source. So that kind of an interaction is there between Sadashiva and Adishakti. There is no physical intervention there, where human beings talk sometimes bad about Sadashiva and Adishakti. No? So that is the first point of creation, where the energy split, it became Sadashiva and Adishakti. So when the power split and came out, Sadashiva actually goes into a state of witness. He does not create. He wanted his power to create. So he comes out, he witnesses the drama, and he watches the creation, how the Adi Shakti is going to create. Now, Shakti means the power of Sadashiva, and Adi Shakti means the primordial power, the first power which came out of Sadashiva. So that's why they called it Adi Shakti. So it is worshipped in our culture as the mother of the universe, the primordial mother, or they call it the Adi Shakti. And Sadashiva is God the Father. Like in Western religion, in Christianity or Judaism or Islam, they call God the Father in Christianity. And they don't emphasize more on the mother. But in our culture, the mother and the father are equally known in our culture. So first, the Adi Shakti came out of Sadashiva. So Sadashiva goes into a state of witness, and he wants to watch the creation. So then Adi Shakti wanted to create the universe. So how the universe was created, Shri Mataji says, First, it was created at a subtle level. Shri Mataji uses the word at a level of, Vaikuntha state. There is no physical matter created yet, but at an energetical level, the universe was put into existence and Adi Shakti started creating the universe. Like in the same way, we have a physical body, but there is a subtle body inside us, which we cannot feel. So that subtle was first created in the universe. It is called as Vaikuntha state. So first, the Adi Shakti created the three channels, Ida, Pingala, and Sushumna, and she came down and she created the first chakra, the Muladhara chakra. These channels and chakras are in the universe in the Virata form. It is a primordial subtle system. So it comes down. It first, the Shakti created the Muladhara chakra. And in the Muladhara chakra, it created a deity called Sri Ganesha. So Sri Ganesha was the first deity who was created. So Sri Mataji says Sri Ganesha is the one who gives auspiciousness in the universe. He gives innocence to the universe. So he was the first deity who was created and put in the Muladhara chakra of the universe. So that is why when we do any puja or any kind of a worship, we worship Sri Ganesha first. Any puja, you want to worship Sri Krishna, or you want to do a Shiva puja, or you want to do a Shakti puja. First deity who is worshipped before any deity is Sri Ganesha, because he was the first deity who was created in the Muladhara chakra. So after creating Sri Ganesha in the Muladhara chakra, then the Adi Shakti started creating these chakras in the universe. So Muladhara is split into three, we know that. So there is left Muladhara, there is right Muladhara. So the right Muladhara, she put Kartikeya, he's the deity of the right Muladhara. Then she came up, then in the Swadhisthana chakra, in the center of Swadhisthana, Adi Shakti created Brahma and Saraswati. So, and they were put in the Swadhisthana chakra. Brahma and Saraswati, they were given the duty of creating the material universe, because the material universe did not come into existence yet. Only the subtle level, the deities at heavenly level were started to create. So on the Swadhisthana chakra, Brahma Saraswati was created. On the Nabhi chakra, there was Lakshmi and Narayana were created. So on the heart, so there are deities on the heart, then the Vishuddhi chakra, then the Agya, then the Sahasrara. Then all these deities were created by the Adi Shakti, and certain duties were allotted to these deities. Like Ganesha's duty was to protect the innocence or auspiciousness of the universe. Brahma's duty was to create the material universe. So when he was given that duty, then he started creating the material universe, the planets and the physical form and the stars and everything. He starts creating Brahma. Then on Nabhi Chakra, there is Lakshmi and Narayana. So they have certain duties, which we will be seeing in details also. So this is the way Adi Shakti started creating the deities and started putting the deities in the chakra. So once this subtle system was created at a universal level, it was called as the Virata form, the complete form. So it had all the deities. Actually, there are 36 crore deities, if you see the scriptures. All the deities were created in the universe and put in those chakras. We only know 7 chakras now, okay? But there are thousands and thousands of chakras, subplexuses, subchakras, thousands and thousands of nadis are there. In the scriptures, it is written that we know only 3 nadis now, Ida, Pingala, and Sushumna. But in the scriptures, it is written that there are 77,000 nadis in our body. Okay, and in the Shiva temple in Chidambaram, if you know, there is a Shiva Nataraja temple, and he is dancing over a platform, and the platform has 77,000 golden nails. Okay, that indicates that when all the nadis are enlightened, then you can see the dance of Shiva, so Sadashiva, Shiva Nataraja. So that's what it implies actually. So there are thousands and thousands of chakras inside, and thousands of nadis were created. Each chakra, deities were put in, and these deities were put in, created by Adi Shakti, the power of Sadashiva, and it was put in all these chakras and these nadis at an universal level. And it was called as the Virata form. The Virata form has all the deities. All the deities in the creation are there. 36 crore deities are there. So then that is why in all these chakras, the deities are created and they take care of certain qualities of the universe. This is at a subtle level. So that is why the human beings, when they are made also, they are made as a reflection of the same Virata form. That is why in the Bible it is said that God made man in his own form. It is written in the Bible. What was his form? His form was Virata. So he made human beings also in the same form. So all the chakras and all the deities and all the nadis and all the deities who are present in the Virata are also reflected within us. They are not inside us, but we are like a mirror. It is reflected within us. The same chakras which are in the Virata are within each and every one of us. Same chakras are there, same nadis are there. And the reflection of the powers of all the deities, Ganesha's qualities are there in our Muladhara chakra. Brahma's qualities are there in our Muladhara chakra. And this is how we get these qualities of all these deities in our chakras. And from our chakras only, all our organs are controlled. Like, for example, the Muladhara chakra takes care of sexual activity and excretion. It is the last chakra. It takes care of our sexual organs and your excretion. But that is at a bodily form. Okay, that is at a very, very gross level. That is why when people indulge in unauthorized physical activity, they go against the quality or the protocol of Sri Ganesha. Sri Ganesha's protocol is to have a dharmic relationship. You should marry and you should have a physical relationship after marriage, and you should not go outside of your marital life. So all these qualities, all these laws are governed by Sri Ganesha. So what happens is when we go against these qualities of Sri Ganesha, we start developing diseases in those organs. Okay, when the chakras start go into an imbalance, because the chakra is governed by the deity Sri Ganesha, and Sri Ganesha gets angry when we do something against him. So that is why we start getting diseases. So this is how all these chakras are created within us, and all these qualities are put within us. And once we start meditating, after getting our self-realization, what happens? So when all this creation was created, the Adi Shakti also went inside and settled down, like how we have the Kundalini settled down in our Virata form. The Adi Shakti is also settled there. Shri Mataji says in the Virata form, the Adi Shakti created Adi Kundalini, the primordial Kundalini, and put it in the sacrum bone of the Virata. And this Adi Kundalini is a very, very small part of the great power of Adi Shakti, the mother goddess. And we have a reflection of this small Kundalini, much more in a smaller way, which is our own Kundalini, which is a reflection of the Adi Kundalini outside. And it created the spirit and it put there, and we also have the reflection of the spirit in our heart. So whatever is there in the universe is ditto reflected within us also. So how the universe was created outside, all the chakras and all the deities created in the universe are also in the same way in our mother's womb. When we are created, the Kundalini creates all these chakras, all these nadis in the same reflection of how the Virata is in the universe. It creates everything inside our body and goes into sleep. Okay. So then what happens? This Kundalini energy lays dormant in our body all the time. And by some means, if our karmas are good, and if we had lived a proper life, and if we had followed the protocols properly of the laws of all the deities inside our chakras, then in one of our lives, one of our janmas, enlightened guru will awaken our Kundalini energy. So it is not a very easy process. This Kundalini cannot be awakened very easily. It's a very, very tough process, and people have spent thousands of years to awaken the Kundalini energy. So by some means, by some grace, so we have also done some good in some life. So we have this grace that we had good karmas, that our Kundalini energy was awakened in this Janma through Sahaja Yoga meditation, through our Guru, Sri Mataji. So what happens when this Kundalini energy awakens within us? Okay, so when this Kundalini energy awakens within us, it climbs up our spinal cord, and it starts giving you indications in your fingertips and palm. You have felt all these things because you have attended the basic sessions, you have been meditating at home, and you have been able to feel this already. You have felt the vibrations, the cool breeze. You have felt the problems in your fingertips and palm. You have felt your chakras here and there. You feel the cool breeze coming out of the head. All these things you have been able to feel. So this is a proof that there is a subtle system existing within us, because nobody else can prove it. You cannot scan it. You cannot X-ray it. You cannot do a physical surgery to clean or operate the chakras, nothing. Nobody can touch it. It is at a subtle level. It is not at a body level, but you have felt it already. So this Kundalini energy starts climbing up and it starts giving indications. So when it gives indications, what we need to do is, now, for example, if it gives an indication in the base of the thumb, in both the palm, it starts giving an indication. So you will know that there is some problem in the Muladhara chakra, in your subtle system. There is some problem. Okay. So what happens? You have to start cleaning your Muladhara chakra. Okay. You are meditating, you are connecting, all that is there. But as we have explained in our previous session also, the Kundalini is like a twined up rope, and only a few strands of Kundalini come up and start giving you the signals. Okay. So you have to start cleaning your chakras. And once you start cleaning your chakras, more and more of this Kundalini energy strands will come up, pierce through the Sahasrara, and start giving you more sensations. So you have to grow in your meditation. So in meditation, what happens? The Kundalini starts giving you indications. So when it starts giving you indications, so for example, I was talking about the Muladhara chakra. When it gives indication, we can clean the Muladhara chakra in different ways. Okay. So how we can clean it? So the Muladhara chakra is made up of the earth element. So we use the earth to clean our Muladhara chakra. So we can sit on the earth and meditate. That is why we always say sit on the earth, or if you are sitting on the chair, please place both your feet on the ground. Why do we say that? Because the Muladhara chakra is on the feet also, and earth, when it touches the Muladhara chakra, it will start absorbing the problems from the Muladhara chakra. So it is good to walk on the earth. It is good to walk on the garden where there is grass. It is good to sit in the nature and the grass and meditate. All this starts cleaning the Muladhara chakra. You can start doing foot soak to clean the Muladhara chakra. Okay, what else can we do? So we can use mantras. Okay, so how do we tell mantras in Sahaja Yoga? So what Shrimataji says, telling mantra is very, very important, and it is a very subtle science. Not everybody can chant mantras blindly. It should not be done like that. The mantra should have siddhi. It should have power. Then only it will work. First and basic quality of a mantra to work is the person should have the Kundalini energy awakened. Okay. If the Kundalini energy is not awakened, yes, we may tell mantras, we may pray, it may happen. But what do we human beings usually pray? We pray for good job. We pray for good salary or car, or maybe I have a sickness, I want to get healed, or I want to get married. So these are the kind of the prayers we pray. Maybe you are praying to Ganesha, or I am praying to Jesus Christ, somebody is praying to Allah. So these are the kind of prayers we are doing all along. But this is a subtle science. This is a spiritual science. So the prayer, what we are going to do now is, what is actual worship of Sri Ganesha is nothing but awakening the power of Sri Ganesha in our Muladhara chakra. All our life, we went to the temple and we worshipped Sri Ganesha in a statue. Okay, we put flowers and we celebrated Ganesh Chaturthi. We worshipped his statue. All this worship is outside. I'm not saying it is wrong. It is okay. It is good. But now you have come one step forward. Now you have entered into spirituality. Now, how are you going to worship Sri Ganesha? What is actual worship of Sri Ganesha is, we have to imbibe the qualities of Lord Ganesha within us, and we have to open the Muladhara chakra completely. Because if we are going against the qualities of the Muladhara chakra or Sri Ganesha, the Muladhara chakra will not be fully opened. So what is actual worship of Sri Ganesha is to open the Muladhara chakra completely, enlighten it, and Sri Ganesha's power will be awakened within you. That is the real worship of Lord Ganesha, or any deity, you call it, inside our body. Okay. So all along you worship Lord Ganesha outside in a temple. Now you have to awaken Ganesha within you. You have to make him happy. You have to pass all his tests. That he has certain protocols you have to follow. You have to follow those protocols, pass his test, open Muladhara chakra. And by opening Muladhara chakra, you are going to worship Sri Ganesha in the real way. This is how the rishis and munis used to worship the deities before. They used to sit and meditate in the forests, or they used to sit and meditate in the caves, in the mountains for thousands of years. For what? For opening the Muladhara chakra and having a darshan of Sri Ganesha inside the Muladhara chakra, not in a temple. So these rishis and munis, they were enlightened people. They could do that. But the common people could not do it. They could not worship Sri Ganesha in the full form. So they built temples and they told this is how Sri Ganesha looks. He's like a small boy. He is having an elephant head. So make a statue like that. And they made a temple and they told at least worship Ganesha in the temple because you cannot do tapasya, your family holders. You are living a normal life. You cannot do tapasya to the forest. So, like us, so at least you worship Sri Ganesha. This is how the worship started coming into practice. That is how, and then these rishis and munis, they gave the mantras, the chantings. There are 108 names of Sri Ganesha. There are 1008 names of Sri Ganesha. So all these names they heard in meditation, okay, in their state of meditation, and they gave it to us as Vedas, okay, and we are reading it from the scriptures. And even Sri Mataji says a very interesting fact that the Vedas, if you read the Vedas, even before you read the Vedas, you should have the Vida in you. Vida means the awareness in your central nervous system. This vibration is what you are feeling. This should be awakened within you. That means what? Kundalini should be awakened. So without the Vida, how much ever Veda you read is of no use. It is written in the Vedas itself. Okay. So how much our Vedas we read or how much our mantras we chant, it may not have the full effect because the mantra does not have Siddhi yet. So the only way to have the Siddhi is to have the Kundalini energy awakened. Now you are practicing meditation, you started your spiritual journey, your Kundalini energy is awakened. Now, if you read the mantras in the right way, it will have effect on your chakras. So when Muladhara chakra is having a problem, if we find out that Muladhara is having a problem, yes, there are different treatments to do for Muladhara chakra, but you can also chant mantras to clean the chakras. Okay. So I'm just going to tell how we are going to tell mantras in Sahaja Yoga. Okay. So Shrimataji has told the method or the pattern how we should tell the mantras. Let me just open a Word file so I can type it down. Okay. If you have any doubts, you can interrupt and ask. No need to, have a one-way session. Please open your mics. You can ask questions. Okay. Now, when we tell a mantra, what Sri Mataji says, when we blindly tell a mantra, it does not have an effect. But the mantra should be given by a guru who is an enlightened person, first of all. And there is a way the mantra should be pronounced. And the person who's reciting the mantra should also be an enlightened person, or at least Kundalini awakened. Then the mantra starts working. So in Sahaja Yoga, how we chant the mantra is, for example, if we want to chant the mantra of Sri Ganesha, so this is how we will chant it. Let me type it down for you. Okay, so we use the word Om. In the last session of meditation, we saw what is Om and how to chant Om. Okay, so Om Tvameva Sakshat Sri Ganesha Sakshat I am going to underline this Ganesha word. I will tell you later why. Sri Adishakti Mataji Sri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. So this is how we chant mantras. So here I put the name of Lord Ganesha, Sri Ganesha, and I underlined it. So this full format of the mantra is how we are going to chant the mantra for a particular chakra or a particular deity. Okay. This remains same everywhere. Okay. But at every chakra, the deity is going to change. So for central Muladhara, it is Sri Ganesha. So for right Muladhara, it is Sri Kartikeya, his brother. Okay. So for Swadhisthana, it is Brahmadeva Saraswati. So like that, we are going to just fill in the blanks where we have to put the deity's name. So the meaning of this sentence is Om Tvameva Sakshat means Sri Sakshat, Sri Ganesha Sakshat, Sri Adishakti Mataji, Sri Nirmala Devi, Namo Namaha. What do we mean by this? What we are trying to do is Sri Mataji is an enlightened guru who is having all the chakras awakened within her. Okay. And all the deities are awakened inside her chakras. Okay. So the way we tell the mantra is we are going to chant the mantra of Sri Ganesha, who is awakened inside Sri Mataji. We are going to chant the mantra and to get power from that to awaken our own Ganesha. That is what the sentence actually means. Om Twameva Sakshat, Sri Ganesha Sakshat, Sri Adi Shakti Mataji, Sri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. We are chanting the mantra of Sri Ganesha, who is awakened within our Guru, who gave us self-realization, without which it was not possible to awaken the Kundalini energy. And we chant the mantra of Sri Ganesha on the Muladhara Chakra. And this is the format we say. So, when we chant or when we meditate, what will happen is, maybe in the beginning, you will not feel it in a regular way. Okay, one day, one finger will catch, another day, Agya Chakra will catch, another day, Swadhisthana Chakra will catch. It keeps changing in the beginning when we start the meditation. But as you progress in the meditation, maybe after a year or so, then I started feeling in particular which chakras are damaged in me, which was giving my problems. Like, for example, I had depression. So when I had depression, I could feel that right hand is having more vibrations and left hand is having lesser vibrations. So I have to strengthen the left channel. And the deity of the left channel is Sri Mahakali. So then I know that to strengthen the left channel, I have to use the mantra of Sri Mahakali. Okay. So by chanting the name of Sri Mahakali, I started strengthening my left channel. So now what happens is, without this subtle knowledge, my right channel is all right. And the deity of the right channel is Sri Hanumana. Okay. So logically, if I see, my right channel is okay. And if I keep on chanting Hanumana mantra, there is not much of an effect of chanting the mantra because this channel is already in a good state for me. So I have to repair which is damaged in me, logically. So I have to pray, or I have to tell the mantra of Sri Mahakali to strengthen my left channel. So if I did not have this awareness, what will happen? I will not know that my right channel is okay and my left channel is damaged, and I'm blindly chanting Hanuman Chalisa. So yes, I am praying to Sri Hanumana, but my Hanumana channel is all right already. I have to actually pray or chant Mahakali's mantra. So since I know I have this problem and I can feel my left channel is damaged, then I start praying or start chanting the mantra of Sri Mahakali with the treatments. Then I can feel that my left channel is getting better and better faster. So which is damaged in me, I should strengthen that. That is how we are going to tell the mantras. First, we have to identify where is the problem. After we identify where is the problem, and then we start telling the mantras. Okay. So this is just a one name mantra. Like Sri Ganesha Sakshat is just a one name mantra. But there are also 108 names of Sri Ganesha. Okay. There are 108 names of Sri Mahakali. So if I want to intensify my treatment and I know for sure that this is my problem, then I can also read the 108 names of Sri Mahakali to strengthen the right channel. I can go into intensified chanting of the mantras. So this is how the mantra should be chanted. First of all, it should be given, this mantra should be given by the Guru to us. This mantra should have a siddhi, which means our Kundalini should be first awakened. Only then we will have this knowledge in our central nervous system, the Vida. With this Vida only, we will be able to identify our problems. And after identifying our problems only, we have to chant the correct mantras. Now, what Sri Mataji says, many people chant mantras in the wrong way and they get into problems also. Like, for example, Sri Krishna is in the Vishuddhi chakra, in the throat chakra. Okay. So, and sometimes there are, even if you take the example of Hanuman also, he's on the right channel. So some people are always reciting Hanuman Chalisa all their life, Hanuman Chalisa all their life, but they will get paralyzed on the right side. If Hanuman is on the right side, and if we are telling Hanuman mantra all the time, our right side should be strong. But why is it getting affected? Because first of all, we are telling the mantra without any siddhi. We are telling the mantra without knowing where the damage is, and we are continuously impacting our channels and chakras. So it will have adverse effects. People will get into problems. People who keep on chanting Sri Krishna's mantra all the time, they might get problem in their throat. Okay. So this they do not know because they do not feel their chakras yet. And they do not know which deities are in which chakras and what mantras to chant for those chakras. So this is can have an adverse effect. That is why Sri Mataji says it is very, very dangerous to just keep chanting mantras blindly without the knowledge of knowing how to do it and where to do it. Which person should know, which person should use which mantra. Nobody knows anything, but they blindly chant all the mantras. Now, I'm a Christian. I might be going to the church and praying. I'm always telling Jesus' name, but I don't know where Jesus is in my chakra. Okay, he's in the Agya chakra. Sri Mataji says he's in the Agya chakra. And when you tell the mantra of Lord Jesus Christ, your Agya chakra will open. So if you have a problem in the Agya chakra, then you recite Sri Jesus' mantra and the Agya chakra opens. This is how we should actually chant mantras in Sahaja Yoga. So the format is this, that we chant the mantra like Om Tameva Sakshat, Sri and the deity, whoever the deity is, and whichever chakra we are playing. For example, if it is Muladhara chakra, then we have to say Sri Ganesha mantra because Sri Ganesha is there in the Muladhara chakra. So this is how the mantras are to be chanted. So that's why Sri Mataji has spoken about the creation part, how Sadashiva and Adishakti split, and Adishakti created the Virata form, where the Virata form is having all the chakras and all the nadis and all the 36 crores of the deities that Adishakti created. And that same Virata is reflected in the human being also. The whole universe is inside us also. And all those chakras and all those deities are inside us. Without knowing this, we might have gotten into problem. But now we have a chance to correct our chakras, to correct all our deities inside us. Some of our deities, Sri Mataji says, they are sick because of our ill doings. Maybe some person is smoking all the time, his Vishuddhi chakra is damaged, so Sri Krishna is angry. He gets a throat cancer. So there are ways to correct the throat chakra, to clean your throat chakra with the help of the Kundalini energy and mantras. The mantra is a chanting. The yantra is a theoretical explanation of the theory. And the tantra means the mechanism of what is tantra is mechanism in Sanskrit. So we are dealing with the tantra of the Kundalini, the mechanism of the Kundalini, how the Kundalini is working. In temples nowadays in India, we see tantrics, black magicians sitting there. That is not tantra actually. Tantra is actually a good word. It has become a bad word now. There are tantrikas who are doing black magic, who are attacking people and doing black magic on people. That is not tantra. Tantra is a very good word. Tantra means basically mechanism. It is the mechanical engineering of the Kundalini. How the system works within us is called as a tantra. And we use mantra to clear our chakras. So all these things are there. So I hope I gave you a short, a brief explanation about how to chant the mantras, who are the deities, how the deities were created in the Virata form, and those same deities are created within us in our mother's womb also. And we are going to chant these mantras and we are going to clear our chakras with the knowledge of which chakra is damaged in us. And then we are going to chant the mantras. We are not going to chant blindly. We should not chant blindly. Okay. So from this following session, we will see what are the mantras we should be using in our chakras and nadis. All right. So today we will see what are the mantras we have to use on the channels. And then we will go to the chakras on the next session. So there are three channels, as we know. One is the left channel, and you know what is the quality of the left channel. It is the past, it is the desire. Okay. There are two deities in the left channel. Okay. Left channel is Idanadi. Okay. There are two deities who are running the Idanadi. One is Sri Mahakali, and the other is Sri Bhairava. Okay. These two deities run along the left channel. They are not stationed in any one particular chakra, but they control the entire left channel. So they run up and down the left channel. So through the left channel, if any attack is coming, they are the deities who are going to protect. Okay. Now, if these deities are not strong within us, okay, then the attack from outside can easily affect us. So when the left channel gets affected, then the person becomes emotional, he gets depression, he becomes very sad, he becomes very weak, he becomes nervous, he gets epilepsy, nervous problems, palpitations, fear, panic. All these things come from the left channel because there is an entity which is attacking on the left channel. So we have to strengthen Mahakali and Bhairava. Once the deities inside us, Mahakali and Bhairava, become strong, they will fight these entities and they will chase them out. So when they chase them out, our Idanadi will become strong. So that is how we are going to get rid of the diseases of the Idanadi. So in the same way, the right channel is called Pingala Nadi. Okay. There are two deities who are running the right channel. One is Sri Mahasaraswati and the other is Sri Hanuman. So these are the two deities who are running the right channel. So we know what are the qualities of the right channel. Right channel is the future, is the overactivity, is the ego, the person who is attacking everybody outside, is like the boss everywhere. He troubles everyone. Left-sided people trouble themselves. Right-sided people trouble others. Left-sided people harm themselves. Right-sided people harm others. Left-sided people will commit suicide as an extreme case. Right-sided people will go and kill somebody else on the outside. These are the two opposite channels. So we should be in a balance in the central channel always. Yogi is the person who is always in the central channel. Okay. And he never harms himself from the left side or he harms anybody else on the outside from the right side. He's in a complete balance. He's always in a peace of mind. And at the same time, doesn't mean that he will always take the beating and sit quietly. He also knows where to draw the line and he knows where to stop the person from attacking him. Right? He lives in a complete balance. He does not attack. He does not allow others to attack him. He does not harm himself. He does not harm others. That is the quality of the central channel. So the central channel is called Sushumna Nadi. And there are two deities who are running the Sushumna Nadi. Okay. One is Sri Mahalakshmi and other is Sri Vishnu. So we will talk about these deities also in particular maybe. So Mahalakshmi is the sustaining power. She is the balancing power. Mahakali and Bhairava, Mahasaraswati and Hanumana, they all fight on the border. They don't allow negativity to come inside. Okay, they fight you. They are like the fortress walls. Okay, they protect you from all kinds of negative attacks from the outside. But the central power is the evolving power. Like Sri Vishnu is an evolving power. Okay, what he does is when evolution had to take place, Sri Vishnu is the one who took incarnation and pushed evolution forward. First life was in the sea. So Vishnu took incarnation as a fish in the sea. Then he came out of the fish as a reptile, as a tortoise. Then life moved out of the ocean. Then from tortoise, he became an animal, like a wild boar. Then he became a mammal from a reptile. So life evolved. And then from mammal, he became a half human and half animal, like Narasimha. He's transforming into a human being slowly from animal stage. Then from Narasimha, he became a Vamana. He became a small human being, like a boy. Then he became Parasurama, a very fierce warrior, like a caveman. He is very angry all the time. He is not very cultured. Cuts everybody's throat around, like Parasurama. Then he came as Sri Rama, a very dignified ruler, a king. So then he came as Sri Krishna, a complete human being, with all the powers. So Sri Vishnu evolves, if you see. The Dasavatara of Sri Vishnu is on the central channel, the Sushumna Nadi. In the same way, we human beings should also evolve. What are we going to evolve? We are going to evolve out of our problems. So when we balance our left and right channel and when we are in the central power always, then Sri Vishnu will help us to evolve and come out of all our problems. We are going to get better. If you have bad habits, you will evolve and come out of the bad habits. If you have problems, you're going to come out of the problems. You have financial problems, you have health problems, whatever the problems you have, you're going to come out of the problems. How? You're going to evolve yourself. You're going to better the problems and you're going to come on top of it. So who is going to do that? It is Sri Vishnu and Sri Mahalakshmi. They are the sustaining and evolving power. The left and the right are the protecting power. Okay. So the left channel, right channel, and the central channel. So how are we going to tell the mantras? So for example, it will be like, if I say for left channel, Om Tvameva Sakshat Sri Mahakali Bhairava Sakshat Sri Adi Shakti Mataji Sri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. So we take the Guru's name at the end. So we have to put the Guru's name after every mantra. There is a science behind it also. So if you are telling the mantra for Sri Mahakali and Bhairava for the Ida channel, this is how I am going to tell it. So you can underline the deity's name, for example, here. And you have to literally just change the deity's name there. So if you want to tell the mantra for the right channel, it is Sri Mahasaraswati and Hanumana. So the way we are going to tell the mantra is Om Tvameva Sakshat, Sri Mahasaraswati Hanumana Sakshat, Sri Adi Shakti Mataji, Sri Nirmala Devi Namo Namo. This is the pattern we are going to tell the mantra. Again, for the Sushumna Nadi, we know the deities. We have to just change the name of the deity. Okay. So this is how you tell mantras in Sahaja Yoga. This is why you should tell mantras in Sahaja Yoga. Now you know what is the reason why we should tell, when we should tell. We should not tell it blindly. Whenever there is a problem, to correct the problem, we have to tell it. Like, for example, I had depression for many, many years. So even today, I feel more cool breeze on the right hand and 50% lesser cool breeze on the left hand. So it is still clearing. So I have to pray or chant the mantra of Sri Mahakali and Bhairava and keep strengthening it more. If I recite Hanumana mantra, there won't be more use to me because my Hanumana channel is already strong. My Mahakali channel is weak. So I have to strengthen that channel. So that is how I have to tell mantras. I should not tell it blindly. Which is weak in me, which channel or chakra is damaged in me, I should be able to feel it first on my central nervous system, the Vida, before you read the Veda. And then you read the mantras. And then you chant the mantras. In this way, if you do it, you will feel that the chakra or the channel is growing and getting better and better and starts clearing. I have seen over the past years that my left channel has gotten better and better and better by chanting mantras, by clearing mantras. Okay? So this is the theory behind mantras. We chant the mantras on the deities, and these deities are created and appointed inside the chakra by the Adi Shakti. And the same Virata form which is inside us, the subtle system is the Virata. The same Virata is there in the universe also, outside in a Brahmanda state, a very big state. We are a very, very small microcosm of it, a small reflection of the Brahmanda. And the same deities were created by the primordial Adi Shakti. And this Adi Shakti was a desire power which came out of Sadashiva. So he is the one who's watching the creation, the play, the drama is watching. If he sees that the creation doesn't go in the right direction, then Sadashiva, he will destroy the creation. He creates a pralaya and he will destroy it. Like he creates a Mahapralaya and he will destroy it. Like if he sees that human beings are not following the protocols and living whatever they want, doing whatever they want, then he starts destroying people. He starts punishing people. So if he sees that the whole world cannot be changed at all, like in Kali Yuga, if nobody is going to change and there is no hope for spirituality, then he will destroy everything. And he will recreate the same drama again. Again, everything will collapse and go back into the Parabrahma. Again, Adi Shakti will come out and she will start creating again. So if he doesn't like the creation, if he sees that things are not going in the right direction, he will destroy and he will recreate. That is his work. He witnesses the drama. So Adi Shakti wants to keep him pleased all the time. That Sadashiva should be happy with the creation. So that is why we have to be in spirituality. so that Sadashiva is pleased. So that is the theory behind it. So now we will have a short meditation. Okay, and in this meditation today we are going to chant the mantra of the Ida, Pingala, and Susumna Nadi, and we are going to meditate. Okay, so let's do that. And after we do that, if you have any doubts, we will discuss. Okay, we will have a short meditation. Let me open up some music. Okay. All right. Let's sit very, very comfortable, very relaxed. This will be a very short meditation. Okay, don't worry, it will not take much time. Okay. So we'll sit very comfortable, very relaxed, both the hands palm open on our lap. Okay. We know how to start the meditation. So we will raise Kundalini and take Bandhan. First time, we go above the head and we tie one knot. Second time, again we raise the Kundalini, go above the head and tie two knots, 1 and 2. Third time, again we raise the Kundalini, three knots, 1, 2, and 3. Now we will draw the bandhan around the body. So from the left hip, with the right hand, we will draw a parabola, right side, and then come back to the left side. So we will do it 7 times altogether. Second time, third time, fourth, fifth, sixth, and 7. Okay. Now, after we raise Kundalini and take Bandhan, we will put attention on our fingertips and palm and see what we are feeling. Just check. If you don't feel anything, there is no need to feel bad. I didn't feel anything for 1 or 2 years. It took some time for me. For some people, it is slow. Some people get it fast. Doesn't matter. But you should feel the Kundalini. Just experiment. Always try to check. Don't try to do it blindly. What you are able to feel. Just try. Every day, fingers will keep changing. One day Vishuddhi, one day Nabi, one day Swadhisthana. It will keep changing. But after certain time, it will go pinpoint to your own problem, which is your own karma problem, which is coming from many lives. It will start showing that. Then you should know which chakra is having problem, and then you start working on those chakras with mantras. Okay. So today we'll balance the left, right, and central channel. So the left channel, the left hand, we will keep it palm open on the lap. Right hand, we will put it on the Mother Earth if you are sitting on the ground. If you are sitting on the chair, you can put the right hand towards the ground. Fingers pointed towards the ground, like this. Okay? Complete attention on the Ida Nadi. The Ida Nadi starts from the center Muladhara chakra, goes on the left side of the body, climbs up, and on the Agya chakra, it crosses and goes to the right brain. So the deity of the Pingala Nadi are Sri Mahakali and Bhairava. So we are going to chant the mantra of Sri Mahakali and Bhairava. I will chant. If your mics are on mute, please keep them on mute so that it doesn't interfere. You can chant from your side, listening to me. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Mahakali Bhairavanat Sakshat Shri Adishakti Mataji, Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Let's tell it one more time. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Mahakali Bhairavanat Sakshat Shri Adishakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. So when you're chanting the mantra, you can see if you are able to feel any changes in your left hand fingertips and palm. Here we can say, Sri Mataji, please remove all impurities and negativities and all the badhas, all the attacks from my Idanadi into the Mother Earth. Please clean my Idanadi completely. Please clean my Idanadi completely and please awaken all the powers of Sri Mahakali and Bhairava on my Idanadi. And please protect my Idanadi from all kinds of attacks from the left side, from all the past, from all unwanted desires. Sri Mataji, please awaken all the qualities of Sri Mahakali and Bhairava on my Idanadi. And please protect my spiritual body from all kinds of attacks from the left side. We will just sit in silent meditation on the Idanadi for 1 minute. Basically, you should clear the channel until all the tingling and pricking and goes away and cool breeze is coming. Okay. So if your Idanadi is too much damaged, you will not feel a cool breeze. So there is nothing to feel bad. Eventually, it is going to strengthen and become all right. And now we'll bring the right hand back on our lap. Now we are going to clear the Pingala Nadi. So we'll keep the right hand palm open on our lap and the left hand we will bend our elbow pointed towards the sky. We know how to keep this position. The right hand on our lap, left hand pointed towards the sky. The deities of the Pingala Nadi are Sri Maha Saraswati and Hanumana. So here we will chant the mantra of Sri Maha Saraswati and Hanumana. Om Tvameva Sakshat Sri Maha Saraswati Hanumana Sakshat Shri Adishakti Mataji Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Complete attention on your right hand fingertips and palm. Here we can say, Sri Mataji, please remove all impurities and negativities and all the heat from my Pingala Nadi into the ether element of the sky. Please cool down my Pingala Nadi. Please cool down my Pingala Nadi. Please remove all the anger and reactions away from me. Sri Mataji, please awaken all the powers of Sri Maha Saraswati and Hanumana on my Pingala Nadi. And please protect my spirituality from the right side. All attacks from the right side. Please bring my Pingala Nadi into a complete balance. So we will just meditate on the Pingala Nadi for 1 minute. Until you feel a cool breeze on the right hand. You may even feel some tingling or heat going out of the left hand. Like a flow. It's going out. And now we can slowly bring the left hand back on our lap. Now we are going to work on the central channel. The central channel, Sushumna Nadi. Now to clear the central channel, we will keep both the hands palm open on our lap. We will bring the hand down. Attention on the central channel along the spinal cord. The deities on the central channel are Sri Mahalakshmi and Vishnu. So here we will tell the mantra. Sri Mahalakshmi and Vishnu. Om Tvameva Sakshat Sri Mahalakshmi Vishnu Sakshat Sri Adishakti Mataji Sri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Here we can pray, Sri Mataji, please keep me in a balance in the central channel all the time. We are always swinging to the left or the right all the time. It's not very easy to be in a balance. Sri Mataji, please keep us all in a balance all throughout the day, not only while meditating or doing foot soak or chanting mantras. The challenge is to be in a balance all throughout the day. You cannot do meditation. You have to be in meditation. Sri Mataji, please keep us in a balance all throughout the day. Please remove all the blockages from our central channel. And please allow the Kundalini to flow freely through the central channel so that I can ascend faster. It is through the central channel we are going to grow. Okay, now we will move our attention on the Sahasrara Chakra. We will keep our attention on the Sahasrara Chakra and we will remain in silent meditation for 2-3 minutes. That's all. we can gently relax and slowly, steadily open our eyes. Whatever your sensations you felt, just remember it. Now, don't jump into conclusions that I have this problem, that problem, because in the beginning, the message is not very clear cut. Okay, so just wait, patiently meditate so that you will know where exactly your problem is. So we'll finish the meditation by collectively raising our Kundalini and taking Bandhan. Okay, first time we will raise the Kundalini. We will tie one knot above the head. Second time, again, we will raise the Kundalini. Go above the head and we tie two knots, 1 and 2. Third time, again, 3 knots, 1, 2, and 3. Now we'll draw the bandhan 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Oh, that's it. Oh. So I hope you are able to understand why we chant mantras in Sahaja Yoga and how to chant it. If you have any doubts, you can open your mics, you can ask, or if you want to share any experience, please go ahead.
I didn't feel anything, but in my left side hand finger was little bit red, become red.
Left
Then
side
if you
hand,
compare in
left side
yeah,
hand
left
finger.
side finger, yeah,
Which finger?
it's if compare my red means all the four fingers and tip
Hmm.
getting little different is there, but other thing I didn't get
Getting little means what you are getting?
red type means blood secretion if it is there more. How you feel that
Like a
means
flow, like a flow.
yeah, yes, yes.
Okay, that's a good sign.
That's
That's a good sign. Because this is how it slowly starts. First, you start feeling the fingertips tingling, pricking, like the sensations you will feel. Then maybe you will feel heat. Then you will start feeling the cool breeze. The vibrations will start coming slowly, slowly. For that, you have to regularly meditate, regularly do your salt water foot soaking. You should do it every day so that, 10 minutes enough. Morning, you do the meditation for 10 minutes. Evening, you do the foot soaking for 10 minutes. Okay. You can also, while meditating, now we are listening to the music, right? So you can also listen to Sri Mataji's talk while meditating. Now we chanted the mantras of Mahakali Bhairava, Hanumana and Saraswati, Mahalakshmi and Vishnu. So if you search in the YouTube, there are Mahakali Puja in Sahaja Yoga. Sri Mataji has given a lot of talks about Mahakali, about Bhairava. So if you listen to those talks, you will learn also, and it will clear your eternity. If you learn more about Mahakali and principles, if you learn about Hanumana, there are a lot of talks in YouTube. So now, before we were seeing only public program talks for newcomers. Now you can start watching puja talks, where Sri Mataji is talking about a specific deity of the puja being done. There will be Mahakali Puja, Sri Mataji will talk about Mahakali. There'll be puja about Sri Shiva, Sri Mataji will talk about Shiva. So you can start listening to those talks. So this week we did Mahakali
sure.
Bhairava, Hanumana, Saraswati, Lakshmi, Vishnu. Any of these talks, just search and try to listen. You will gain knowledge and you can meditate upon. Okay?
Sure, sir. Sure.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay. Most welcome. Anything else?
No, sir. Thank you.
Okay.
Hi, Vijay. Thank you so much for the wonderful class and the
Kavi,
very
I'm
well.
not able to hear you. I can see your mic is open, but I can't hear you. Can you hear him, Raj?
Yes. Am I audible?
I can't hear
Uh,
Kavitra. or if you can put it in the chat box.
Am I
I don't know, maybe
audible?
something wrong with your microphone. I'm not sure.
Am
I
I
can
audible
see your
right
mic is
now?
open. I can see the volume going up and down, but I can't hear you. Okay, no problem. You can send me an audio message on WhatsApp so that I can communicate with you if you have any doubts. Okay, so this is our first mantra session on the nadis. So from next week onwards, we will move into chakras, and every chakra, who are the deities, what are the problems, how to tell the mantras. So we will look into all the deities in the coming weeks. We will move chakra by chakra on every session up to Sahasrara chakra. All right, so please continue the meditation. Most important is the practice, not theory. After all these sessions are over, we are not going to talk. We are going to just meditate. Practice is more important. Okay, so let's finish this mantra session in the coming weeks, and then we will see how to take it forward from there. All right, gentlemen, thank you very much for joining. Good night. Bye-bye. Take care. See you next week. Okay, take care.